stay intact, or at least not have catastrophic damage. You yourself want to then get downstairs, the lowest level you can. Your house has a basement, you go there. Otherwise, you get under something big, heavy, and sturdy. You want to be in the center part of your house. Use the walls of your house as layers of protection. Think of them as blockers in a football game. The more blockers you can put in front of you, the better. Finally, keep away from windows and doors, sources of flying glass. You also want to keep a bike helmet nearby. When we say get under something heavy and sturdy, a big heavy table is an option. You get under a staircase. That is a strong structure if you can. A closet in the middle of the house, a bathroom in the middle of the house, the stairway down to the basement, if you can get under it. Again, those are good places to go in the event of a tornado approaching you. So again, those are your options. So as we look at the tornado warning for Wayne County and McCreary, you are looking at that storm coming in toward Monticello in the next, we'll put a track on it. We'll do it as a squall track because it, all right. So we'll average it at 60. These times are approximate. So Hidalgo now, Jimtown 148, Slickford 148, Shearer Valley 149, Oilton 151, number 1 at 153, Sumter 153. Monticello would be a little bit longer than that. So nothing new out of Jackson since they've...
Nothing.
All righty. So that's where we were seeing this particular tornadic cell. And that's all straight line there. But it's also high in the atmosphere. In fact, I can find out how high that is. So again, the radar beam is coming out of Jackson. And with it, you're already up on the hilltop. That is looking at winds that are 10,000 feet up. So again, you're looking at some high altitude winds, which is why it's hard to tell what's going on exactly at the surface. But that said, tornado warning for Wayne County and McCreary County. We do continue with severe thunderstorm warnings. That's canceling the tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm warnings, you notice the whole northern part has been discontinued with warnings. So now we're focusing on the south. So that's going to be Garrett, severe thunderstorm, 215. Strong storm coming in now on the south side of Danville, 215. Clip in the northern part of Lincoln County, 215. Eastern Casey County, 215. Storms haven't gotten to Rockcastle yet, but they will be shortly. That's in effect until 215. Northern Pulaski, same, 215. For the tornado warn storm, Wayne County, 215 tornado warning. McCreary County, 215 tornado warning. So what we're looking at here is, again, on the apex of that bow, you've got winds that are impinging in on it, and so that's what's forcing that out in front, and that's where you can get these brief spin-ups. Now, if these are spin-up tornadoes, lifespan usually is a couple of minutes at most for the spin-up tornadoes, but you still have to treat it seriously. Treat it as any other tornado warning, and that means be in shelter now. So again, if you're watching on LEX 18, we apologize for just the voiceover here. Having a few tech issues, and so it's more important to get the data out than for us to be seen there on TV. So we'll address that tomorrow as we get the spring season underway here. But if you are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, we are streaming there. And so you see what is going on. I saw somebody just mention Perryville. Storms have passed Perryville. You are around Junction City at this point. You see Alum Springs, Junction City. I'm just trying to get it to pop in here. It's going to be the last thing up there is hit finally. So the core of it's passed by Junction City. Really clipping the northern part there of Lincoln County. It's headed toward Garrett County, headed toward the Dix River there. Will eventually come over Harrington Lake. But that'll head into the Lancaster, least the core of that storm. Hubble, you're in the path of that. Back to the tornado warning. So again, we're seeing that down around Monticello, approaching Monticello now. You get any kind of look at it with the max track. I think we're getting some attenuation. Yeah. So when we say attenuation, what's happening is we've got heavy rain here on the north side of Lexington, and water is covering our radome. And when it does that, it weakens the beam as it comes out. So there are times where we have to look to other radars to fill in the blanks. So, and truthfully, at this distance, from our radar, you're about 90 some miles. You're out of actually Doppler range. For Jackson and Louisville, you're kind of halfway in between. So again, that's our radar coming by. We'll see the sweep, and then we'll switch over to the Jackson radar because that's where the warning has come from. So Jackson, so there's the Jackson. So you see it's a little bit behind our radar. But again, it's that apex of the bow where you're most likely to get some strong damaging winds, and then it would be in that kind of pocket up there where we'd be looking for some spin potential out of this. Again, we're 10,000 feet up, so we're not going to be able to show much there, to be totally honest. But again, you got to respect the tornado warning, 215 for Wayne County, 215 for McCreary County. So again, these can spin up very quickly, and you guys need to be in shelter now. In mobile home, not a safe place to be in any tornadic situation. Even with spin-up tornadoes, they're not designed to take the winds of even those. So hopefully you've gotten into a permanent shelter. Bergen, you guys are, if we're not talking about you, you guys are okay. Bergen, you're done. Storms are past. And I'm sure it is raining hard in Winchester, and you have no warnings right now. There are no warnings north of the Kentucky River right now. Although the tornado watch is continuing, but I suspect that'll be pulled for a lot of the counties as that line pushes on through. But I'm sure you're getting torrential rain, strong winds. We had strong winds all day today, but they've been in the 40 mile per hour range. Lexington, there are no warnings. Tornado watch continues until 3, but there are no warnings for Lexington. Again, there are no warnings north of the Kentucky River. But we do want to concentrate on the tornado warning in Wayne County. You folks there need to be in shelter. Slat, Monticello, be in shelter now, and you need to be there now. Eadsville, Betsy, Delta would be the next ones in line. Denny, Barrier, be in shelters now. Again, we're not seeing a lot off of our radar products. Louisville will have a better look. That radar is so high. Yeah, same basic look off the Louisville radar. So we're giving you the best views we can. That's coming out of Jackson. So again, it's approaching Monticello. It's basically in Monticello now, because this is running a couple of minutes behind. There are no warnings in Winchester. Watch is still in effect. Correct, Lynette. London, you have a severe thunderstorm watch until 7 a.m. Lawrenceburg, you are done. Storms are past. Somerset, yes, you have a severe thunderstorm warning now. You are looking not only as that potentially tornadic storm around Monticello, you've got strong thunderstorm potential, in fact, severe thunderstorm potential coming out of Russell County. So western parts of Pulaski County out there around Nancy. Be ready, this storm is certainly getting close to you. All right. Tornado warning continues. So the storm is near Monticello basically now. Over Cooper near Monticello. Okay, so tornado potential remains with this. Denny and Kidder also.
Cancellation.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So this, yeah, the southern flank of that. So Casey has been pulled. Let's focus on the potentially tornadic storm there in Wayne County. Put the lightning back on here. So again, you've seen that uptick in the lightning there around Monticello. You guys, again, Monticello, you are in shelter now. Betsy, Delta, Denny, Barrier, in shelter now. You can't take any chances with this at all. So again, you're looking at this part of the storm right in here is the greatest possibility of the storm being tornadic. So again, you folks, and you see it takes the hot air because it comes in about every 4 minutes. So the storm's over Monticello at this point. Barrier, let's see if we get any other smaller communities. Span, Gregory, Steubenville, Betsy, Delta. Shelters now. So you see some of the roads at this point popping on. But the storm is over Monticello, actually probably just east of Monticello now. And headed northeast at about 60 miles an hour. So that means it's moving about a mile a minute. Thank you. All right, sprain's in effect for Garrett, Boyle, Casey. Okay, we'll get to that.
And for southwestern Pulaski and McCreary.
Okay. Thank you, Patrick. All right. So again, tornado warning, Wayne County until 2:15, and western McCreary until 2:15. A lot of that McCreary, I think a lot of that's going to end up staying in Wayne County, but still be vigilant. Stay in shelters in northwestern McCreary. That's Nevillesville. I mean, you're into some rough terrain, out toward Rittner, Kids Crossing. So anywhere along that line, at least, is a possibility. As with this type of squall line coming through, where you're getting quick little spin-up potentials out of this. Your severe thunderstorm warning in the north still is for Garrett County until 2:15, Lincoln 2:15, Rockcastle. Storms are still to your west getting there, 2:15, approaching Science Hill, but they're over Eubank now with those severe storms, and also in the eastern part there of Casey until 2:15. Argyle, Walltown, seeing the strong storms. Burnetta, you've got strong storms and possibly severe there. Still, anything severe right now state is not hit Somerset yet. So it's on the way though. Harrodsburg, you guys are done with the storms. It may be storming bad in Salvisa, but it's not severe. The storms have passed. You've got lightning, you've got heavy rain, but the severe threat has passed. Anything from Liberty north on 127. You guys are done with the severe weather. Are you calling it a night?
No, I was just going to let Patrick work on his show.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for staying. The voice of Emily. Menifee, you've got a severe thunderstorm watch. You can go to bed, but keep an information source handy. Richmond, the storms are still to your west. We'll see if this one gets continued coming out of Garrett County. So that has a potential to affect Richmond and Berea. But again, anything west of 127 from Liberty up, you guys are done with the severe weather threat. So hopefully if you live near 127, we know who you're talking about here. Houstonville, give it another 10 minutes. Just let the worst of this get by you, but really the worst of it does look to be past you, but just give it another 10 minutes. There are no tornado warnings for Lexington, none. Tornado watch does, I imagine that'll be pulled here shortly, but there's been a little uptick in the lightning there, where we do have tornado warnings. Wayne County, 2:15, and McCreary County until 2:15. So again, the storms have passed Monticello. They're passing by Barrier at this point. Yeah, I mean, a brief little spin up could happen, but we're also looking high in the storm. But again, a lot of lightning has been occurring with this near Monticello, near Barrier. Just checking a couple other sources here. So again, if you're watching here on the TV side, tornado warnings for McCreary County until 2:15 and Wayne County until 2:15. Just seeing if there's anything that's crossed. I am not seeing anything. There's not been anything that's come across the Weather Service chat. And just the warnings. I know this is, again, tornado warning for Wayne County there. So you guys need to be in shelter. If you're west of Monticello, you're fine. And not seeing anything else coming across on any of the socials. Strongest wind gust, we've had a 57-mile-per-hour gust at Wayne County Mesonet site, so that's north of Monticello, not far from Lake Cumberland. We had a 60-mile-per-hour gust coming out of Nicholas County. So that's on the northern part of this. That's what would have just gone through. So again, for you folks there in out around Ewing there in Fleming County, you've got a real strong storm approaching Flemingsburg. So again, you've had the strong winds go through Carlisle and Paris. There are no warnings in place though for the northern flank of that storm. Garrett County, the worst of this now is beginning to come in right about on Lancaster at this point. Kirksville, Lowell, be ready. The storm is coming towards you in the next little bit. Lancaster, you guys will have torrential rain, strong winds. Gilbert, we're going to keep an eye on that part of the storm. Coming in now on Crab Orchard, going through Stanford at this point. Again, you have severe thunderstorm warnings for Lincoln and Garrett until 2:15. You folks in Broadhead, you've had at least a shower come by, not the severe part of the storm. That's coming. Same idea with Crab Orchard, so coming right down 150 there. You get into Kings Mountain there as you're going down 27 in Lincoln County. So that's, folks, you guys are going to get the worst of this storm at that point toward Ottenheim. Eubank, again, you're in on this. Science Hill, we've got strong storms coming right at you at this point. You're seeing some of those darker shadings. So again, you've got strong winds coming in, certainly heavy rain. For Wayne County, again, our tornado warning until 2:15. Storm has passed by. It's past Monticello at this point.
They said they're going to incline to keep the warning up and fall downstream until the break fills in.
Okay. So the break that they're talking about, let me pop the Jackson radar. So that means we're going to have tornado warnings coming out here for Pulaski here shortly. I'm not sure what break they're looking at. And you've got, I mean, the only thing I say is it's got to be this. So they've got some jet stream energy impinging there in Wayne County. That's why you've got that little bit of a bowing going on. So I guess they're going to wait for that to come back linear before they'll discontinue the warnings. I think that's why they invented severe thunderstorm tour possible. But if the warning continues, the warning continues. For Wayne County, again, 2:15. So again, we suspect that this is going to get extended into southern Pulaski. And for you folks there in Pulaski and Laurel, we know, just how seriously you're going to take stuff like this, and for every reason you should. So, even though this is not the same kind of situation, it's not a big supercell thunderstorm, but it still has the potential to cause damage, even if it's straight line wind damage. That possibility is still there. It's not the caliber of what happened in May, but it's still something that you need to pay heed. Anything north of the Kentucky River at this point, there are no warnings. Until you get into Mason and Lewis counties. Heavy rain though, Lexington, Nicholasville, down to you folks there in Lancaster and Stanford, heavy rain. Potentially tornadic storm, Wayne County, McCreary County, till 2:15. So that is what we're looking at. All righty. So I was just reading some stuff there. So tornado warning continues McCreary and Wayne until 2:15. The same part of the storm that we've been looking at, and again, the radar presentation hasn't really gotten. I mean, there could be the possibility. I mean, again, we're talking about little spin-ups too. Is that there's not one cell that you track in a long line. No, it's not like the storm that came through in May where you track that long line. It is spin-ups that happen, and they happen in different parts of the line. Well, severe thunderstorm warning, TOR possible. So we're going to be changing tack here a little bit. Anyway, to finish the thought on when we had that one supercell, we tracked that thing all the way from Paducah. With these type of setups, where you have the line going on, you'll see the line kind of taking little nubs like that. Thank you. And in these little nubs that happen, that's where you can get a little spin up. You get a little spin up, a little spin up. And they don't last long, but that's why the wording is as it is. And actually, as they were getting ready to transition out of this, you folks in northern McCreary, there's at least a broad circulation right here over Rittner. So again, until that tornado warning is canceled, you guys need to be in shelter in northern McCreary, in the northeastern part there or eastern part there of Wayne County. So again, near Denny, in Nevillesville, Rittner, be in your shelters now. If you are in Monticello, the storm has passed. If you are in Burnside, it has not. In Somerset, it has not. Science Hill, it's getting to you now. Eubank, you're getting in on it now. And so again, the new severe thunderstorm warning is extended just to the east of that line. So they're continuing the tornado warning.
Yeah.
Over Delta, yeah. Okay, so that's what we were just showing you just now. So again, that's why we told you folks in eastern Wayne and that northwestern tip there of McCreary County, why we told you to be in shelters. So the storm is near Denny, actually near Rittner, and near Denny or Rittner. But again, we move into the northwestern part there of McCreary County. Yeah, that's of no use. Shear rate's shown about the same. So again, as this is going to progress eastward, severe thunderstorm warnings are in place, but again, it has the tornado possible verbiage. So for the next couple of minutes, we'll hang with you here on the TV side. We will, of course, continue streaming here, where we've been for the last about an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish. So you see how the line is not, you call it a line, but how it kind of wobbles back and forth here. So each one of those places where there's a little wobble is where you're getting some jet stream energy into this. And you can see those quick spin-ups occur. And one of those may still be occurring in the eastern tip there of Wayne County. Again, near Denny. Yeah, we're getting heavy, heavy rain. Oh, heck.
They continue the tornado warning. They expanded it.
Oh, okay. So there we go. We'll be here for a while. Again, for the TV folks, we're sorry for the voiceover, but we were having some tech problems. So there's the new tornado warning. And we're talking about how, you know, you've got the S shape going like that. So again, this is the same area. This is the same area that was hit with devastating effects back in May. You now have a tornado warning again. And I want you to stay calm. I want you to basically get to your safe spot. If you're in Laurel County, where we have the tornado warning now, if you're in northern Whitley County, thank you. If you're in northern Whitley, you've got a little time, a little. If you're in areas of eastern Pulaski County, southeastern Pulaski County. This is southeast of Somerset. You folks in Burnside, you are in this warning because you've got the storm approaching you now. Burnside, shelter now. Ferguson, shelter now. Yeah, like I said, the warning was clip in Ferguson. Burnside, Cedar Grove, Keno, Alpine, Hargis, shelter now. You get into northern McCreary with Beulah Heights. The storm will be on you in a couple of minutes. You've got a few more minutes. Funston over to Honeybee. You've got, well, if this is moving 60 miles an hour, you've got 20 minutes, 15 minutes in Bald Rock. Don't take all 15 minutes, but get to your safe spot now. Same in Grove. When you're looking out toward Lily, again, hit so hard. The storm is about 30 miles away. You've got a half hour till the storm is there. Get your information source, gather a couple of things together just in case. Gather the kids, the pets, get to your safe spot. You've got time in Laurel County. You don't have all day, but you've got a little time. So don't panic. Get to where you need to be and be in your safe spot. And again, it's not the same situation. And
Quick grade out. Sorry about that, Bill.
okay. And we're back. So, again, in Laurel County, the storms are not to you yet. Burnside, you're in your safe spot now. Again, you're seeing the communities that will be impacted first here. Keno down to Nevisville. Now, again, this is not a big, long supercell track tornado that we can track for dozens of miles. These are quick little spin-ups that happen. Regardless of that, there is still the potential for strong straight line winds within this area as well. And if it's spinning at 80 miles an hour or straight line at 80 miles per hour, it's going to do the same damage. And you need to be safe from that. So again, as we tell you and tell you and tell you, this is how you stay safe. And if you're wondering where do you go in your house, close the interior doors, make sure that they are shut if you have the time. If you're in Laurel County, do that. Close your bathroom doors and your bedroom doors, your closet doors. Compartmentalize the house. Get to the basement. Be in your safe spot. If you know some folks in southern Pulaski and in Laurel counties, they may not haven't been paying attention here. Give them a quick call. If you're out of those areas that you're in a safe spot, give those folks a quick call. Let them know that they've got something coming. You want to be under something heavy and sturdy that can protect you from flying debris. You want to be in the center part of your house. The walls of your house are layers of protection, and you also want to keep away from windows and doors where there can be flying glass. That's how you can stay safe in the event of a tornado. So again, the storms are passing Burnside. They are approaching Whitley City in McCreary County. The storms are north of Williamsburg in Whitley County. They're south of Somerset in Pulaski County. London, the warning comes right up to you. Corbin, it comes right to you. Corbin, you're kind of in the center point of all this. So again, this is just a continuation of the tornado warning that came through Monticello, or came through Wayne County. The northern flank, again, we don't want to forget about you completely, but you have severe thunderstorm warnings that are expiring. Have they expired? Garrett, Lincoln. Here's tornado watch. Here's cancel tornado watch. Yeah. Yeah, so those are expiring at 2:15. So we'll see if they get extended into Madison County or not. But again, we want to focus on the tornado warning in Laurel, 245, Pulaski, 245. Whitley 245, McCreary 245. You folks need to be in shelters in Pulaski County now, in northern McCreary County now. The storms are passing by Burnside. They're approaching Alpine. Are we seeing anything yet? Broad circulation around by Beulah Heights. Yeah, it's not much, but it's there. And again, that's straight velocity is not. So when we're talking about these appendages and a little bit of broad rotation, so there's Beulah Heights. And there is your appendage coming into the main line. So again, there's some shear potential available there. Greenwood, Honeybee, Beulah Heights. So that's for the tornado warning in McCreary County, as well as the southern part of Pulaski County. Not seeing much there in Pulaski, but again, something quick can happen. So for you folks in Laurel County, you guys need to be thinking about where do you need to go now? Where is the safe spot to get to? When you're looking at the so Flat Rock 218, Beulah Heights 221, basically now. Youngs Creek 233, Vox 234. Those are kind of the first 10 in there. You look out toward Bald Rock, Grove, Faber. The sirens are going off in Corbin because you have a tornado warning. So yeah, the warning extends to Corbin. It gets into the Y and Pine Grove area, and again, that was hit so hard. So I mean, the tornado path was something, actually went back into Wayne County, something like that, or Western Pulaski like that. So the same areas that had the tornado in May have the tornado warning now. Richmond and Waco, you have no warnings. It may be raining hard, but you have no warnings. At least not as of yet. Nope. So right now, all the action is in southern Kentucky. So your thunderstorm warning, Rockcastle, Pulaski till 2:45, northern Laurel till 2:45. Southern Whitley, southern McCreary till 2:45. Those are your severe thunderstorm warnings. Now we get to the serious stuff, more serious stuff. Burnside, okay, so tornado warning, Pulaski 2:45. Burnside, the storm is past you. Coming in now on Poplarville and Hale. You folks there, Greenwood, Funston, you're next in line, and I would be a little concerned. Again, we're talking about these appendages, these little breaks that show up. So around Funston, be aware that you could have something nearby. Strong winds regardless. If anything spins, it's a possibility. That's just what went north from Beulah Heights. So it's over Honeybee now. We're looking at that storm out toward, see if that Whitley City. And again, the shear rate's just not showing much. Beulah Heights and Greenwood here. So that, again, is where these are both showing up as very broad circulations. But again, we're also still at some altitude, probably at about 8,000 feet at this point. That's the radar display out of Jackson. That's the closest radar to these. So it gives you the best view. You guys see anything?
Not really, no.
All right.
No reports.
No. Lincoln County, okay. Here's in the clear. Anything 127 west in the clear. It may be raining hard, you may be having a lot of lightning, but no severe threat. Anything Lincoln County, anything west of 27, you're in the clear. Crab Orchard, I'd hold on a little bit longer. Garrett County, same idea. If you're in Lancaster, I think you're okay, but you're out toward Lowell, rather, you're going to be still thinking about this. Getting down into the southern part of the county. Richmond, you've got a strong storm coming in now. It is not severe. Same thing with Garrett County. It's not a severe storm warning at this point. So at this point, you're at the point where at your comfort level, are you ready to go to bed? Right now, meteorologically, strong storm, not severe. Same going into Winchester. Heavy rain, Lawrenceburg, back toward Harrodsburg. But let's concentrate back on the severe stuff. So in Pulaski County, it's past Burnside. It's past Highway 27. It's passing Highway 27 there in Whitley City. It's approaching Sawyer, and again, that same kind of appendage thing that we're looking at. So that's what we've been watching here. So that into that. So that would be an area to watch. That's going to be just to the northeast there of Funston in northern McCreary County, but that's going to be heading shortly into Laurel County. Laurel County and northern Whitley. Now is your time to go to shelter. You hopefully have gotten your stuff together, and the storms are approaching and approaching quickly. So now is your time. If you're in southern Laurel and northern Whitley, now is your time to go to shelter. Get there now. If you are in eastern Pulaski County, southeastern Pulaski County, Poplarville, that's an area where we could be watching here. Hail, maybe actually getting some, at least some small hail. But that's the areas to be watching. Bald Rock, you guys need to be in shelter now. Vox, shelter now. Same in High Top. I remember talking about High Top in May. Dorothy and Lily, shelter now. London, again, it's coming into the southern part of, London, you're at the edge of the warning. Sublimity City, you're in the warning. Same with Ferriston. But you look there. So that's the area that we're watching. When you're looking at traits, there's at least broad rotation there by Honeybee. See the reds and the greens right there. So that's, and again, along that entire line, these spin-ups can happen quickly. It's not one continuous movement. Think of it like waves moving across. You see them, crest and then trough, crest and trough. Same idea. Maybe a little one trying to spin up also there east of Bower. Again, this is all broad rotation. Nothing really particularly tight. But again, these are quick. They don't last long, but they can still cause damage and still be dangerous. Somerset, you guys are in the clear. Science Hill, you're in the clear. Woodstock, you're just about in the clear. Those are for severe thunderstorm warnings, but the line is past you. Again, north of Funston, coming in on Honeybee. That's the areas that we're looking at. Again, that's going to be heading in here to the northern part there of Whitley County. Is that Highway 92 by Honeybee? Local storm report. No, it's Indiana. Salem Mesonet site. Okay, we had that tornado warning. It continues the tornado warning. They had a 51 mile per hour measured gust in Somerset, Tuscany Drive. So I'm not sure where that is in Somerset. My guess would be down south. Yeah, they're talking about the couplets cycling through. So that's, again, the storms, they pulse. It's not a continuous swath that happens. So, the wind intersects the system. You get a quick chance at a spin up. Right now, that's going to be right about Bald Rock, where we're seeing the next potential here. Again, anything now west of US 27, you guys are in the clear. It's still approaching Bald Rock and High Top. Again, your timing on this, to say to Pine Grove, is less than, I would say at this point, you've got less than 10 minutes. Just because I think that radar data is running a little behind. I believe we still have heavy rain falling on us. Yeah, so we're still getting the bad attenuation. So back to Jackson, because that gives us the best look. And we're seeing that bulge in the line. So you see how it comes north-south through here. and then you have that arcing like that. So that again is where you got wind impinging on the back, and that's where you can get the little spin ups on the front of the line. And they don't last long, but they can still cause damage. In Bald Rock, you are at one of those intersection points right now. So High Top and Vox, shelter in now. Dorothy, Lily, Ferriston in the shelters now. Corbin, shelter now. We can still get a spin up to come in through there, because we were watching one down toward Honeybee earlier. So that is where we are looking at these lines of storms. Still in northern McCreary until 2:45, northern Whitley 2:45, southern Laurel 2:45, and the very eastern part there, southeastern part of Pulaski until 2:45. Hale, the storms have passed by you. Poplarville, the worst of it is now passed by you. So again, Bald Rock would be one of the places of most concern, and you guys need to be in your shelters now. So again, we're looking at that Laurel County tornado warning until 2:45. High Top, you are in your shelter now. Keavy, same idea, shelter now. Back toward Lily, campgrounds, all of them. You guys need to be in place and waiting for these storms to pass. All right. Again, as we track those storms coming on through, yeah, there's just a ton of rain. That skit probably came, that's from Jackson. So again, part of that line, that's where you're getting one of the arcs cutting in there, one of those little spin-up potentials. These aren't big storms, less than 20,000 feet. But some of the communities, Billows and Bernstadt at 241, Hazel Patch 245, Pittsburgh and London 242. So again, you're seeing that potential show up there. Jackson. All right, so it looks like a tree down in Burnside. So we don't know the extent of that damage. But again, Burnside, you are out of the warnings. But again, there may have been some damage there in Burnside as these storms came through. We are watching. All right. So again, same idea. You've got a streak ongoing here. Along that bow is where the chances of a spin up are going to be. And that is now getting into the western part there of Laurel County. So High Top, shelter. Bald Rock, shelter. Keavy, shelter. Lily, Ferriston, Sublimity City, in shelter. London, I would go ahead and shelter. Corbin, go ahead and shelter. Grove, definitely. Faber. The storms are getting ready to exit out of McCreary, and they're just about out of Pulaski. So again, this is not for a long track type tornado. This is for a quick spin up potential with these. Regardless of that, the straight line wind damage potential is there as well. So again, all these things are possibilities. As we've said, 80-mile-per-hour wind does the same damage going in a circle or goes in a straight line. Barberville, you are not warned yet, although you have a severe thunderstorm watch until 7 a.m. But you will likely see a severe thunderstorm warning here in the next few minutes. We don't know if it'll be a tornado or a severe thunderstorm warning, so be prepared to go to shelter. Pikeville, you've got a few hours, a couple hours at least, before anything gets to you. Somerset, you're done. Georgetown, done. Flemingsburg, I don't see anything at this point. Excuse me. Stearns, which is getting down there in McCreary County, that was in and out, according to what I'm seeing here on some of the chats. Berea has no warnings. There's nothing in Berea, Madison County, aside from the tornado watch, which is still ongoing. Irvin, right now you have no warnings. Strong storm is not far away. Excuse me. Laurel County has a tornado warning. Southern Laurel County has a tornado warning. Northern Laurel County has a severe thunderstorm warning. Southern Laurel County, you're in shelter now. Yeah, Monticello, you're fine. So again, High Top, Bald Rock, Dorothy, Keavy, Lilly, Ferriston, Sublimity City, Corbin, London, be in shelter. So again, your tornado warning for Pulaski is just about done, but Laurel County and northern Whitley, this is where we're now beginning to focus our greatest concerns. Manchester, you've got a little time. We'll see how they start warning things downstream. So southern Laurel, you guys are in shelter now. Northern Whitley in shelter now. Eastern Pulaski, not quite. I was a little worried because it looked like there was a little bit of a nub going in there. But Bald Rock, High Top, Vox, Grove, Dorothy, shelter now in Laurel County. It's the same idea we've been talking about. There's no real defined, aside from a real sharp squall line at this point with the possibility of a quick spin up. Yeah, that looks like squall line data. There's not, what I was looking at up there by the eastern corner there, it actually shows some shear south of Billows, but it's not part of the tornado warning. You guys see anything on socials?
No, nothing. No reports.
All right. So the tornado, if you're looking at the intersection here, where they drew the polygon, and the county line between Laurel and Pulaski, it's now out of Pulaski. We are approaching High Top. We're over Bald Rock. We're approaching Vox. Keavy, you've got rain. It's going to get bad there, and with wind and heavy rain in just a minute or two. That continues down toward Grove. Danville, you have storms ongoing, but no severe. It's going to rain hard. You get some lightning and thunder, but nothing severe with that. Paris, you guys are now just rain and storms. Anything north of right now of what we're talking about, until we say otherwise, is just rain and storms. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in Lewis, up along the Ohio River. Lexington is, in terms of the severe threat, is in the clear. Pop the max on here real quick just to see if we get a little bit less attenuation, but we're really not trying to shoot through that line. Again, the storms in Madison County are not classified as severe. So where we are bad, where we have got to be in shelter, is in Laurel County. This is taking on a real bow echo kind of look to it. Well, that said, new severe thunderstorm warning is coming out. We'll get to that in a second. We want to highlight again quickly, the new severe thunderstorm warning is going to be for Bath, Estill, Jackson, Lee, Menifee, Montgomery, and Powell. So,
No tour possible with that severe thunderstorm.
okay. So again, Laurel County, tornado warning 245. Northern Whitley, 245. And again, Pulaski County and McCreary County, the storms are out of your area. You guys are in the clear from that tornado threat. High Top, Vox, Dorothy, Lilly, Ferriston, Keavy, Sublimity City, London, Corbin, Campgrounds, in shelter now. Grove, Youngs Creek, Faber, in shelter now. Walden, in shelter now. So here we sit with the tornado warning cutting through Laurel County. Again, these are the same folks that were hit in May. The core of this storm is now approaching High Top. It's approaching Grove. I'm looking for any of those little spin-up potentials out of this, and there's not much showing. That coincide with the radar. See, there's nothing there. Approaching Corbin now. So again, High Top and Keavy, the storm is on you. Lily, it is on you in a minute or two. You're in shelter now. If you're in Bald Rock, the storm is past. Funston, Honeybee, the storm is past. Grove, Walden, Clio, Faber, Corbin, Campgrounds, Lily, Dorothy, and Vox, shelters now. So this is coming in south of Highway 80. Cutting through right now it's going through the Daniel Boone Forest, but it's getting set to emerge out. But again, there may be a little, again, I mentioned Corbin just a second ago. There's a little something trying to organize there around Corbin as you get into the northern part there of Whitley. So again, there could be a little spin trying to get going now around Corbin. You guys are in shelter with that. You know, that's about the only thing we can find where there's at least some sheer looking. But like I said, High Top, you are still in this. Keavy, you are still in this. In fact, it's hitting you now. Tornado warning for Whitley County and for Laurel County until 2:45. The tornado warnings for McCreary and for Pulaski have been canceled. Real quick, we'll show you the warnings to the north. It's for the line that's going through Madison County now that was Montgomery and southern Bath until 3:15. So for that part of the line that is exiting now out of central Kentucky and now headed toward the mountains, the folks in Jackson have issued severe thunderstorm warnings for Montgomery, Bath, Menifee, Powell, Estill, part of Lee, and northern Jackson counties. So those are severe thunderstorm warnings. It was not tornado possible on the nomenclature, on the tagging. Where we still have the tornado warning. Laurel County until 2:45, and the northeastern part there of Whitley until 2:45. High Top, Keavy, you guys should have been in your shelter 10 minutes ago. Lily, you guys need to be in your shelter now. Ferriston, Sublimity City, you're getting there now. Corbin, same idea, you're getting there now. Faber, you guys need to be in shelter as well. Go ahead and ask on the chat, are they going to be thinking of continuing this past I-75 into eastern Laurel and Knox? But again, Keavy, the storms have now gotten to you. Hopefully it's just straight line wind. You see again the update here. So again, that's a stronger looking storm. And I suspect this is going to get extended eastward. Campgrounds, Dorothy. Again, you even see it here. See how you're getting these little turns in there. So again, that's what we're watching. Again, these would be quick little spin-ups, but still can cause damage. Still can be dangerous. It's approaching Corbin. It's approaching campgrounds. Dorothy there along I-75. Getting to Lily, getting east of 75. Keavy, the storms are over you now. Vox, the worst of the storms have passed you. We've got circulation sitting over Lily. So again, another quick little spin up, what we were just talking about here. So again, Lily, you guys needed to be in your shelters, but you've got a spin up, at least rotation showing up right over you now. Boring, it's next up on you as we're getting east of 75. You folks in there around Corbin, you've got some broad circulation on the southwest side of town. Along I-75 there. But we're concerned right now near Lily and near Dorothy, there could be some quick little spin-ups.
They just issued a large, severe thunderstorm warning. I would imagine it's probably going to be replacing the tornado.
Well, except they'll do that for the line, and then they may compartmentalize that. But we will see. New severe thunderstorm warning. So again, this is getting the broad brush from Jackson County, Owsley County, Clay County, Knox County, Eastern Laurel, Bell until 3:30. So again, that's for the big squall line that you see going across southern Kentucky now. We are looking at severe thunderstorm warnings also along the north.
Is that they will be
That's it.
expiring the tour, but we'll have a quick trigger if it cycles again.
Yep. Alrighty. So what we're going to do here, that's until, well, again, I'm worried about what's by Corbin right now. 2:45 for that warning, so that's just about set to expire. Northern Whitley and southern Laurel. It's moved on past Keavy, moving in toward Boring. I'll lay dollars to donuts, they're going to extend that. It's over Lily. So that's what's moving in now into eastern part of Laurel County. So we'll see. There's at least a couplet there. Oh, the tornado warning has expired. All right. So what we're going to do here, either you like to sit in.
Not if the tornado warning is expiring.
Okay. So when the tornado warning expires here, Hannah, I assume you're listening.
Yep.
Okay. When the tornado warning expires here, if nothing else comes out, I'll do the close for the TV side again, and we can go back to the regular programming that we have at 2:43 in the morning. And then we will be updating you as necessary. Patrick will be here on Sunrise in for Tom today. So he'll be in taking you through the aftermath of these storms within the light of day if we see anything. But again, for another minute, these tornado warnings are for Laurel and for northern Whitley. I'm still concerned for you get a little east of Lily there. But again, it's not even now that the circulation's weakened. Our shear products aren't showing a whole lot there. So with that, I think we'll wrap up for the moment. We're going to wrap up the Facebook and YouTube. Anything north right now, I know we've got the warning. It's the squall line has been broad brush warning all the way from I-64 to the Tennessee line. So if you are east of I-75 and south of I-64, you're going to have a severe thunderstorm warning. Yosemite is out of the severe weather danger. Abby, what confirmation do you have of that? We're just getting a report here on the chat that there was something perhaps in Wayne County, but I would like to see more kinds of confirmation. Laurel County is not in the clear yet, no. You at the very least have severe thunderstorm warning. There's the tornado warning has just been allowed discontinued. So there's your big picture. You have warnings that again run from the Tennessee line all the way up to I-64, east of I-75. So again, these have just been damaging wind potential, still a spin-up possibility. So it's Bath, Montgomery, Menifee, Powell, Estill, part of Lee, Jackson, 315, 330 then for Owsley, the rest of Jackson, Laurel, which I'm still really worried about that storm in Laurel County. Laurel till 3:30. Whitley, Knox, Clay, and Bell till 3:30. So those are all your severe thunderstorm warnings that are in place now. The strongest part of this is certainly the southern flank between London and Corbin. And so the spin-up potential remains. This area is also under a severe thunderstorm watch until 7 a.m. So all of eastern Kentucky, east of 75 there, is under a severe thunderstorm watch until 7 a.m. Lexington, it's raining hard. You got lightning and thunder ongoing, not severe. The only threat for severe is on the eastern edge of all this, the counties we just highlighted. And so with that, yes, Lexington is in the clear. Yeah, I'm still kind of worried about the storm in Laurel, but right now, severe thunderstorm warning, and hopefully it stays just that. And with that, we're going to close down the Facebook Live here for a while. And on TV, we will get you back. Stay safe tonight. Stay aware. Keep it here on LEX 18. Again, with those severe thunderstorm warnings that continue in the east.